another video.
Welcome back.
Hey. So today we're going to be looking at a video that talks about Kylie Jenner and how she reacted to the backlash she got off of the WAP video, because we all know, we was all surprised. I was confused. Like, I was like, oh, who's this girl with this nice brown hair? And then the camera panned to her and I was like...
I was like, okay. It looked like when she was going to walk into the room, she was going to sing her song, Rise and Shine.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine.
It looked like she was deadass gonna spit a verse.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Right? Like, yo, I'm calling the beat and I'm like, that would have been fire.
Bada bop boom pow.
But it's still like, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about all the backlash that not just her being in the video, but also like the whole WAP song verse situation.
How guys feel about it, how girls feel about it, because everybody has an opinion, right?
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Let's watch this little clip and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into one.
Come on, don't be crazy.
Anyway, Kylie Jenner now, because she was also being mocked on social media over her cameo in Cardi B and Stallion's music video for WAP. Fans were complaining about how Kylie was inserted in the video and given a bigger role over artists like Normani, and they even started a petition to have her removed. Cardi B responded to hate.
Yo, people be starting petitions for everything.
She treated my sister and daughter so lovely at her kid's birthday party. Travis and Offset are real close, and Chris has given me advice on certain things I asked for, and her husband's real cool with mine. Well, now we also have Kylie's reaction to being in the music video. We're hearing exclusively Kylie took the WAP music video very seriously and was honored to be asked to be a part of it. She had fun with it and would love to do it again. Kylie's a little bothered by the negative comments, but is doing her best to not let it get to her. We should be getting more on this, but for now, make sure you guys pick us up, like and bell button, and then follow me on social media at Ali Stegmida.
We also found, who is this?
I don't know. It's like some random page that
I love her name.
Found that somebody like posted.
It's the Trap Witch, and she's from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm fucking with it. It's cool. But she wrote a little snippet, and she's basically saying that the song WAP is stirring up a lot of controversy, but we're not controversy. Yeah, there's some words that I just
there are some words that you trip over and you're like, I'm tripping on these words.
And then I'd be thinking about it in Spanish and I'd be like, wait, no, what? English. Anyways.
What?
So she's basically saying that we can't really like talk about this song in a negative way. We're not gonna have the conversation about how your little weird uncles and brothers and older cousins be saying things to make women uncomfortable, and that's true. Like, personally, we had a moment where we were listening to the WAP song in a car, and it was hitting.
We was like,
hey, and then people. And then there was two people in the car, and they was like, nah, man, this is too much. It's too vulgar.
Male.
Yes, it was too vulgar. So we're like, okay. And then I can't remember the song.
But then listen to this. Then the song that they play next is some rapper, some guy, talking about what he wants to do to his lady mouth. And how in the many different ways that he want to stick it in her mouth.
And they was bopping.
They was like, oh, this is bumping, this is hitting. But why is that hitting and WAP is not hitting? Oh, because a female is saying those things of how she like it and how she want it. Why is that a problem?
It's literally the same thing. Like, I think people are really bothered by that one line when she says that little dangly thing in the back of my throat. But I've literally heard songs recently where guys be like, yo, let me shove it in your mouth and you better not gag. And I'm like, excuse me? It's 9 in the morning.
No, but what about that song? I think it's Tory Lanez, and he's like, I want to put you in 70 positions, something. I don't know how it goes, but something about different positions.
It is. That's vulgar. That song is very vulgar, and people be bopping with their kids sitting right next to them.
No,
but
seriously.
It's a guy, so it's okay. It's different. But if I think it personally bothers me when people are like, oh, you know, women are on a pedestal. Like, you're supposed to be like very put together, and you're not supposed to be speaking like that. And it's like, why? Because guys want that. But they want you to do that behind closed doors. They want you to speak nasty and be nasty behind closed doors. But the moment you step out that door, you better, girl, your boobs better be covered.
But it's not fair, because you know, men are allowed to do and say what they want, but women can do the same thing because then you're a hoe. Now you're not wifey material. You're for the streets. But why she gotta be for the streets? Like, what? Cardi B could just literally be saying that song about things that she does to Offset and Offset does to her. It doesn't imply that like that she's.
You know what? You make a good point. I feel like guys think like, oh, she's talking about all the dudes she's been with her whole life, and it's like, no, she could. Maybe she deadass wrote that song about stuff she be talking to with Offset, because people forget like how long has she been married for? Like I think a few years now. Yeah. Like she's a whole wife. Like but
not even that. Like if you know Cardi B from the start, from when she just first started,
hoes don't get cold,
and she used to put videos on Instagram, bro. She's always been this person, like very outspoken on what she wants or what she doesn't like. Like she's always been that way. So ain't nothing and ain't nobody gonna stop her from being that way. Like, how would you like it if somebody's telling you, oh, you can't say certain things, you can't be that way? No. Fuck that. I'm gonna be who I wanna be and I'm gonna say who I wanna be.
That's changing who you are. And
it is.
I've noticed that because like recently I was like looking up some artists, and they mentioned like how when they first started it was one way, and like that, like I always hear that mainstream thing, like when artists become mainstream they change their sound, and I did notice that like usually if you go to people's mixtapes and stuff they did before they were signed, they be talking about some real shit.
They do have,
but then stuff. When they get signed it's the same stuff. Oh, I'm gonna make money. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Look at my clothes. Like, it's like, all right. Like, all right. What else are you telling me? Like, okay. But I guess that's what sells. That's what people want. That's what people want to listen to in the club. I guess you want to show off your little shoes. So that song needs to talk about your shoes. Like, I don't know. It's just sad.
But there was also like comments out here, and we're gonna put it up on the screen too. On what we just showed you guys. So it says, I agree, this was a conversation my male cousins were having with myself and my sister last night. They were offended and didn't feel as though these women were expressing themselves in a way that was respectable. Not only is it hypocritical because they would love a woman to behave in this way for them, it's not even their place to have an opinion about how a woman expresses herself sexually and her comfort level. It is only attracted if a man takes it from her aggressively, opposed to her demanding it. So it's like, it is like you're being a hypocrite because you want the woman or your wife or whatever to behave this way and be like, yes, put it in here, do this. But why, if she a rapper or whatever, why can't she put it in a song? Why is it, oh, married woman can talk like this, married woman can dress like that? Like, I really hate when people, one thing that really gets on my nerves is when people be like, oh, how old is she? Why is she dressing like that? She not 20-something. She 30-something or she 40-something. Why is she doing that? It's like, bro, live your life how you want to live.
And that's the best way to do it.
If that person is not doing anything to affect your life in any way,
why are they offended?
Why are you bothered? Or even like, I don't understand. Like, why are you offended if this girl has her ass out? Like, from her, like, I don't understand. Like, what does her age or anything have to do with anything that somebody is doing with their life?
And I'm pretty sure like these guys or these people who have this opinion are the same people who be scrolling on Instagram looking at ass pics and titty pics and liking that shit. Like, you enjoy it. It's just too much when it's in your face, which is confusing. And then the thing that's really bothering me is I feel like anytime something controversial or something like vulgar happens, people are like, what about the kids? What about the children? And it's like, I don't have kids, so I don't know what that feels like.
I don't know
but
how that feels.
What I do know is you cannot protect your child from the world. Like, if your child can't listen to Cardi B in your house, she's gonna go to school and her best friend is listening to Cardi B. So guess what? She heard the song that you're trying to prevent her from listening to. And like, so many people are like, oh, but it's about girls and girls can get raped and things can happen. And I'm like, yeah, but like, it's just what we're teaching doesn't make sense. Like, you can also sit a boy down and be like, hey, don't be out here wilding. Like, if you see a little bit of skin, don't be getting excited. Whatever the case may be. Like, it's just confusing. I feel like we haven't and we never will treat boys and girls the same.
The same, of course, never.
I feel like it's never gonna get there, unfortunately. But we have to come to some sort of middle ground because I feel like this is the first time that something like this has happened where so many people, I guess because they came out in a different time. Because we have Trina, Foxy Brown, like
back then, like
those songs are crazy too. But I guess
Little
it's just
Kim,
a different time.
like all the stuff that she used to say, and it was like we were listening to this as kids, but I wasn't like, at least not for me, I wasn't sitting there and like actually thinking about what they were saying. I mean, I didn't even know half the stuff.
I was just like, oh, this is a nice beat. Like, I like this. But I don't know what they were saying.
To me, I feel like if you don't like a song that a singer or rapper is saying, then why are you exposing your children to that type of music?
Right. Why are you listening to it then? If
like,
you...
My bad. That's my alarm. Yeah, I always have an alarm for 4 o'clock. Because I'll be working from home, so I need to know what time it is during the day. Because I'll be getting lost in the sauce. So.
But yeah, this song has definitely made a lot of controversy.
A lot of people mad, and people are mad that Kylie is in the video and stuff like that. It's like that she got more spotlight than the other female that was there. It's like, what?
I don't know. I didn't realize that. I feel like
I didn't even think about it that way. I was actually excited to see everyone there, like Ruby Rose, Mulatto, all the upcoming female artists that like are still trying to come to the top. Like, I was very excited to see them there because that's a huge exposure for them, you know, and they get to reach out to different type of crowds. I don't know.
I don't understand what they're saying that Kylie got a bigger part. Like, yeah, she walked in and she opened the door, but like, what's her name? Normani came on there like 3 times. She did a whole split. Like, if anything, I remember Normani more than I do Kylie. Like, yeah, Kylie was there for like 2 seconds, but whatever. I mean, honestly, at first I was also confused because I was like, why? But then after Cardi wrote, like, you know, if you think about it, their families are connected, and she was her daughter was at Stormi's birthday, so you know they're probably friends. And she's like, yo, you're cool, like I want you, like you got a little following, not a little, she got a big following, not a little, you know. But I feel like, I guess for me, I was confused because at first I was like, okay, all the other girls do music, so why are you there? That's the only thing that like was confusing for me, because I'm like, okay, if you guys went with this, like, let's put these music art.
Right.
I think we're still recording. Okay. If everybody's like, let's put these music artists here, like, I was just confused. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's a nice video.
From what it looked like, was she was just trying to have really dope females in her video, period. Like, it had nothing to do whether you're a rapper, you could sing, nothing. I just felt like that was her intention, to just really have beautiful women in her video. Like,
it's a nice video.
That was just that.
Colors.
Nothing much, nothing less. Like, I just feel like people always have something to say. And please let us know how you feel about this whole situation with the music and the lyrics and the video, everything. I mean, I personally enjoy the video.
I love it. If you're a guy, I want to know. If you're a guy who happens to be offended by this, I want to know why. Like, just let us know.
Please let us know why.
Give us details. Like, what disturbs you about the video, and then let us know what doesn't disturb you about Slab on My Knob. Cause two very, very explicit songs. I just want to know what the difference is. Please put me on. But thanks for watching. We'll be back with another video.
We'll be back.
Y'all have a good day.